I'm taking a little bit of notes for this video to talk about um, why do women struggle with getting rest? Can we be honest? I've been realizing something about myself, and it took me a long time to even have the language for it. I don't struggle with rest because I don't know how to slow down. That's not the reason why I struggle with rest. I struggle with rest because my body doesn't feel safe when I do. And I think a lot of women um, could definitely relate on what I'm saying. And when I say that, I'm not talking about mindset, or I'm talking about my nervous system. My nervous system has not accepted or is not comfortable with resting in that realm, or in that it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel normal. Because to be honest, my whole life I've been pretty much needed, even in my dysfunction. And I don't mean I'm speaking from my mom's side, or I've always been needed, and I was the one who showed up, the one who handled things, the one who kept moving, even when I was tired, even when I was grieving, even when I had nothing left. And I'm talking about right now. When I'm grieving, I'm always showing up as a caregiver. And I think a lot of women can relate to that. Even then, caregiving came into my life. It just exposed on why I didn't feel comfortable with resting. Taking care of my brother who has schizophrenia taught my body that I needed to stay alert. And a lot of us deal with that. We as women, we've taught that our body has to always be alert because we're women. It's part of womanhood and motherhood, of being the femininity of women. Like we're always supposed to stay alert to protect our child, our cub. And that's when they say, oh, the mama bear. We've been conditioned, and not just conditioned, but it's in us. It's genetically embedded in women to always be alert and to always be needed. So for me, rest was never actually rest. I can say rest was just pausing while I'm on the edge. And then when you live life like that for a long enough time, your body forget what safety really feels like. Your body doesn't identify with rest anymore. It just knows I'm going to pause for a little bit. Your body understands I'm going to pause, and that's about it. I spent years being the emotional anchor for everyone else. Rest doesn't feel peaceful. It actually feels dangerous. That's the wiring that you'll have. It'll feel dangerous. Because when I rested, something actually went wrong. Something went wrong. Someone needed me. Something fell apart. A crisis popped up. Something happened when I rested. So my body learned, and our bodies learn, don't get comfortable. That's what happens. Even now, when nothing is happening, like right now, my body stays ready. Or even if I don't have my daughter for the weekend, I feel like I still got to do something. Like I have to do something for her, or something for my brother, something as a kid. Like I feel like I have to do something. Even right now, had pretty much a free day today. Look at my nails. I have two. And it's not that I don't have the time. It's that I put myself last. And I know this is just physical, but physically too, by me not getting my nails done, not getting my feet done, that affects me, internally, because you look how you feel. You feel how you look. Same thing. I know people be like, oh, that's shallow. No. It's the same thing. And so I'm always doing other stuff, taking care. Oh, I'm like, oh, my brother he needs groceries for his house, so I can't get my nails done because I got to put $80 or $100 worth of groceries in his house to last him for the week. So I'm going to push back on my nail appointment. And I'm going to clients with I'm going to take this off, you guys. I'm going to take these nails off and eventually go get them done. But this is what I'm looking like. All my nails didn't, like, it was worse than this. I just started biting off the other ones. So that is how an example of how we put ourselves last. That's how we put ourselves last. So like I said, even now nothing is happening, but I'm always like alert. You know, I'll sit down, my mind is quiet, but my chest is tight, my shoulders are up, my breath is shallow, like something bad is about to happen. And we think that's laziness. That's not laziness. That's just lack of discipline. That's just us being in survival mode for so long. You know, being a caregiver taught me that if I wasn't paying attention, someone could suffer. Someone could suffer. And that belief doesn't just disappear because you want it to. So when people say, you're done enough, you can rest now, your body doesn't believe them. It doesn't. Because for a long time, resting meant letting people down. And we have to get out of that narrative. In 2026, we have to get out of that narrative. Because when we feel like we let people down, it comes from guilt. We'll start feeling guilty. We'll start having anxiety. I mean, nobody really talks about that part, especially empaths too. Nobody talks about how the strong woman don't rest because rest was never modeled as safe to us. It was modeled as irresponsible, especially to us millennials. I didn't grow up learning how to breathe like my daughter. I let her, like my daughter having a tantrum. Okay, y'all know when us millennials or even older baby boomers, when we were having tantrums and we wasn't listening, our parents or grandmothers or whatever be like, go sit your down somewhere, go sit sit down somewhere, or she don't want nothing, she just want her ass whooped. That they never really taught us to say, baby, calm down, how are you feeling? Like when my daughter's having, they didn't really let us process our emotions. I was trying to figure out a good way to say it, but they didn't let us really process our emotions on what we was feeling. And I get caught up in doing that now. Like I've noticed, and I don't know, and it's because now, it's a different time. But I wish our parents kind of did that to us, but this was a different time, okay? When my daughter's having a tantrum, now, I don't I used to be overstimulated and like, Chi, be quiet. Now I look at her, I put eye contact to her, I sit her to my level, and I look at her while she's having her tantrum and she's crying and she won't calm down. I'll put her on my level, and I'll look her in her face, and I'll, from a calm voice, not a panic voice or screaming or different tone, I'm calm, and I said, baby, what is wrong? What is wrong? How do you feel? What's wrong, baby? I just need you to calm down. She will actually bring her mood down. She would tone it down. And I'll tell her, baby, breathe. Even though she's making me frustrated. But I'm the adult. And you know who used to do that? My dad used to do that. So I can't really say everybody, because my dad was like a talker, like a calm talker when he was trying to really get something over to you or calm you down. So I miss you, Dad. That was the type of man he was. So we're always, anxious, and so what I was saying was, we're not always modeled to rest. We wasn't always modeled to be safe. So now healing looks like something completely different than what I thought it did. Healing isn't pushing myself to slow down. Healing is sitting in like the discomfort and the stillness and reminding my body over and over that nothing bad is about to happen to it. Like, you don't have to get ready, baby. Like, nothing's happening. You're okay. Like, being in the moment. And it's hard to sit with yourself, to actually tell yourself, hey, I don't have to save anyone in this moment. I don't have to be needed to be valued. That I'm allowed to just exist in the moment. I am. And that is so hard for me to do. And a lot of women, that's so hard for us to do. Because when you've been the strong one for so long, rest feels like you're losing your identity. But I'm learning that rest isn't quitting. It's my body repairing itself. And that's what it's so hard for us as women to learn, that for our cells and everything to work, that we have to, like, fast. We have to repair the body with rest. However that may look for the woman or for the next person. You have to. And if you're watching this and rest feels hard for you too, I need you to hear this. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not doing healing wrong. Your body just learned survival before it learned safety. And if this video resonated with anyone, I'm here. My channel was here. Please share. Please subscribe. Any woman that, or friend or sister or cousin that you know, or grandmother or aunt that you know have a problem with just resting, that they're always doing something, always busy, send them this video. Just do me a favor. Just share it. Just share it. Thank you guys for being on this journey with Denise. I'll be back in a few. I love you guys.